So I'm out here by myself. I'm hoping that speaking loudly will help maybe eliminate some of the microphone issues. And I think I chose an area where it sort of echoes, and it probably help a little bit. This video I'm doing, I wanted to reach a certain demographic. I want to reach out to a certain group of people, but I don't know how to title it so that it'll reach them. People that are probably going through what I'm going through, but also people who, you reach those moments where you're just so low, you're just so down, you're just so like you just think there's no way out. Like you just don't see. Like you try to look for that opening. You try to feel for that feeling to bring yourself up. And it seems like the more you try, the harder and harder it just seems. I want to be able to tell you that it doesn't always have to be like that. And there's always a way out. But if I tell you that, then I'm kind of lying to you, because I don't know the answer myself. But I'll try to be honest and straight, and just straight from the heart, raw, and tell you that I know what it feels like. Not many people just come out and say it. But I know when you feel so cornered, you're like, you don't know what to do, or like, who do you reach for help? Like, the system is just so, I don't know if broken is the word to use, because for some people, they'll have no effect. It'll be like, what? It's like that? I didn't know. I needed this, so I got it. And there's some of us where you do everything you're supposed to do, everything that's asked of you. Look, man, if you're at the end of the rope, and I know that feeling, man, that dark feeling, your shoulders feel really heavy, your arms feel tired, you just want to lie down and not wake up. And sometimes you kind of like, you're lying there and you're like, oh, I just wish if I close my eyes, they'd just never open again. I want you to fight that. And that's what I'm hoping this video will get to you, because I'll tell you, man, if I'm beside you or if I'm around you, I'll reach my hand out and I'll pull you out of that. Because I know what it's like, because I want somebody to reach their hand out to me and pull me out. But sometimes you just got to advocate for yourself. You got to fight for yourself, man. It doesn't seem like it at the moment. And you try to think, people think of the good moments. No, man, when you're in a moment like that, there are no good moments. You think of a moment and you can't see how good it was, because in this moment, life is shit. Like, who knew one day I wouldn't be able to walk or work again? I just found out, like, the odds of me carrying a full-time job are like, and you hear people, oh, you can do this in a wheelchair, you can. Listen, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I've got some rare form of muscular dystrophy. How rare is it? It's called that they don't know what it is because they can't find a gene. So you saw the video of me climbing the stairs today. Go, man, go. But right after that, I'm done. Muscles just won't fire, man. They just won't work. And until I give it time to recuperate. I don't want to be yelling. I don't want to be mad, but that's just how I feel, man. Man, between yesterday and today, I don't even want to tell you, man. I don't even want to say it. But if you've been there and if you're there now, you know how I feel. But let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Today, I got up. I did that. You saw me put the elbows in, locked them, went up those stairs. Because I told my wife and kids, come hell, high water, I will climb those stairs. on Sunday when I go home. But after that, every answer I got was not what I wanted. And I thought, I know my body better than anybody else. I've been in this body for 55 years. Don't tell me what this body can do and what it can't do. Obviously within limitations. I mean, if I decide I'm going to go fly tomorrow, it's not going to work. I can't grow wings and fly. I've got a muscle disease. My muscles can only work so much, I know. But don't tell me how you can limit it. I'll make those decisions. So I got on the phone, and I phoned part of the system that I was supposed to phone. I got the information myself, everything I needed to. I was on the phone for like 2.5 hours. Got all that done that I've been waiting for. Got the answers I needed. Got the paperwork done. Yesterday I sat outside one of the offices of where I was supposed to go, and I waited till I saw the person, and then I spoke to them. And then today I understand the system is overwhelmed. They're busy. They didn't have time this morning for me. And at the time I felt, am I that insignificant and not important that you didn't even remember, or that you didn't even have to tell me to come say I couldn't make the meeting? But then I realized later on, that's how I was thinking. Other stuff came up, and they were trying their hardest to get to me, right? There's just so many other people like me too that are just waiting. So I got that handled after too. And then the biggest stress for me, I told you, was that wheelchair and going home. Just thinking about it now, I get the angies, the anxiousness, the anxiety, the shakies, that dryness in your mouth, you know, that, oh my God, what's going on? That lump in your throat that falls into your stomach. I made the phone call myself. I spoke to the guy directly about my wheelchair, about what I wanted in a wheelchair, what I know I can do. Because you see, at 55, they paint you with this brush like at 55, oh, well, you know, you won't be doing this and you won't be doing that. That's more like for a 20-year-old. Well, I'll tell you if my body feels and when it feels like a 20-year-old and when it feels like a 55-year-old. So I'm getting the wheelchair that I want. I hope anyways, that I can do the things I want to do. I got it done, man. I got it all done. Today's the end of the day, and I did my part today. So now it's just on the government part. You know, how fast they take to fill out the paperwork and whatever. There's still some fear, because I don't know how the hell I'm going to come up with what I need to come up with to cover off all this shit. The reason why I got to crawl up those stairs with my arms is because I don't know how the hell I'm going to put a ramp in front of my house. And I got to go home, man. It's been 4 weeks. I got to go home on Sunday. The lady that's coming to see me tomorrow to assess me in a wheelchair, it's me. I'm in Toronto, and I can't walk. Who organized that? Then I heard the other side is, well, she's going out there tomorrow to assess your house to see what we would need to do here so that you can go there. By when? Going home on Friday or Sunday. Like between now and then, what's going to change that would make a difference? Like, so tired, man. But I want this video to reach those that think they're cornered and you don't have a way out, because you do. There's people like me out there, man. Make a comment, send an email to One Tough Mother. That's what I thought of today. Don't call me One Tough Mother for nothing. There's people like me, man. I'll help you through it. I might not be the best, but I'll tell you what I went through. I'm trying to tell you what I'm going through and how I'm going to pull out of it. I know it seems like you just can't do it, but you can, man. You can. You just got to stick with me. Just stay. Don't go down that dark hole, man. Just turn around. I need you to just stop for a second and listen to me. Don't continue going that path. Don't. I just need you to stop. Because I know, man, I know between yesterday and today, I'm not going to cry, I promise. I won't do the ugly cry. But I know that feeling. And I know how I feel right now, and it's totally different than how I felt this morning. And I'm so passionate because I want you, I don't know how else to say it to you. Like, I need this video to get out there. I need people to see this. I am like you, man. Look at me. I'm just me, man. Oops. Bandage is falling off. I had to give blood today. Oh, I didn't tell you that one. My back bleeding and weeping and spinal. That's a whole other story, man. Who knows what tomorrow brings. But I always say, too, there is no tomorrow. Remember I told you a couple days ago, I told them I was going to leave? And they said, oh, they'll call the police. I said, call them. I'll tell them I don't have any food. You take that how you want, whether it was a joke or whatever. Got lots of food now. You got to fight for yourself. Advocate, open that mouth. And you know what? If you don't think you can speak clearly enough to say it, there's people like me that'll speak for you. I'll talk for you. I'll back you up. I'll run over whose feet with my wheels if I have to for you, man. There's people like me out there that'll fight for you. I've been where you've been, and I came from where you came from. Told you nothing, told you whatever, man. I ain't going down that hole either. But this is 11 minutes of me telling you, just stop, turn around, and pull yourself out. Watch that video of me going up those stairs. They told me that I was going to go home in a stretcher. Hell no. After I did the stairs, I probably needed a stretcher, but I went and laid down and recovered. You can do it, man. Please, if you see this video, share it with somebody who might be there. I might not walk like I used to. I'm going to get that wheelchair, and on the days I need to be in it, I'll be in it, and it won't bother me. The days I can probably struggle and use a crutch, I'll do it. If I got to do what they call a bump to go up and down the stairs where you're on the ground, can you imagine that? I'm on the ground, crawling around to go upstairs, I'll do it. I'll do it. But stop, man. Just stop in that path and turn around. Because, God, if I can do it, you can do it. I said, if there's a thought and there's a will, there's a way. Change that thought, get the will, and you'll find a way. I made all the phone calls today. I did it all myself. With a little help from the powers that be, of course, but who knows? Maybe tomorrow I feel like I did yesterday. But I got this video. I'm going to go back and watch it. Because I remember this moment where I got the cookies and the snacks that I didn't have 2 days ago when I was hungry. See that? Even got the juice I wanted. And it wasn't just me alone. There are people out there that advocated for me too. Yeah, you're going to have to go outside on a stretcher. Hell no. Hell no. I think that's it for today. Please. Please, please, please. If you see somebody or know somebody who's in a situation like me, down and out, whether it's legs, whether they lose whatever, I don't care what it is. You lose a loved one, you lose your house, whatever it is, man. Loss is loss. You reach out to me, I'll put that hand on and I'll pull you up. And if I can't help you, I'll advise you. My great Uncle Terry used to say that. If I can't help you, I'll advise you. Keep that chin up and don't give up.